Hello, this is Daniel Raymond, the voice behind Ray's Guide, and here are some very quick words on the Anvil Centurion, which was a very unexpected late drop into the 3.17.2 PTU. It was given Evocati to test, but they did not spin up a separate ePTU, so it is not under non-disclosure, and certainly planned to be in the actual 3.17.2 release. So we have no information on the sale price or even if there's going to go on sale at all, and frankly from the timing, I suspect that it may not be going on sale at all, but you might be able to temporarily steal one. More on that later. Now, as for the vehicle itself, it's easy to explain. It's an Anvil Ballista with guns instead of missiles. I suspected it was a ship that was already on the shelves, waiting to be used as an LTI token in some future Invictus Launch Week sale. I even speculated as such in my ILW preview video. As to guns themselves, just imagine the rear turret of an Anvil Hurricane, keeping it in the family there, and if you've ever flown the turret of a Hurricane, you know how much punch those can have. I have heard some folks suggesting that they would replace the rhinos in the turret with Ballista, and I would suggest not for reasons I will get into later. In addition to the 4 rhinos in the back, the pilot also has access to a single attrition 3 on the front, remote turret, and that should be quite useful in keeping away ground forces and small vehicles, while the rear seat is keeping the sky clear. And that is the role of this ship, mobile ground defense. So I took out one from New Babbage Spaceport and decided to try it at mountain climbing, such as if you were trying to position the vehicle to hold the high ground, a standard defensive tactic. And it was a regular mountain goat at it, handling very steep terrain both on the upslope and crossslope. I got 7.7 kilometers out trying to climb the highest peak available before getting stuck, which likely would not have happened in daylight visibility. On the other hand, I took it to Snake Pit Racetrack, and when trying to get up to speed, it would bounce uncontrollably over rocks. Some of that may have been Clio's low gravity, but if I was assembling a rapid assault force, I'd be inclined to go with Cyclones and hoverbikes over Centurions and Spartans. But for its intended anti-aircraft role, would I take the Centurion over the Ballista? Absolutely. Even in a large defensive operation, I would allocate at least 2-to-1 Centurions to Ballistae. The reason? Sustained firepower. This thing is a freaking Energizer bunny of damage dealing. It can just keep going and going and going, and even when it does run dry, it recharges fast. With even the most minimal of trigger discipline, you will have effectively bottomless ammo. Evade or countermeasure the Ballista's loadout, and they will have to abandon their position to resupply. All of this is pretty straightforward except for one question. Why now? Why near the end of 3.17.2 when there isn't a reasonable ship sale event to feature it as an obvious LTI token on the horizon, and even ISC is on hiatus? The logical hypothesis is that they already had this on the shelf for some future ship sale, but some balance problem came up in 3.17.2 that needed improved ground defenses. In particular, I suspect that players were getting wise and just pulverizing the new abandoned outpost and derelict reclaimer missions from altitude, making all those nav mesh following NPC guards so many sitting ducks. And since the defenders are intended to be resupplied from the air, an air defense that you could capture and use to stop the resupply would make a great win condition. And then at the end of the mission, is there anything that will stop you from just rolling the Centurion down the road and onto a Hercules? I can't see any reason why not. But without persistent ND streaming, it most likely will not be there in the next game session. So I wouldn't be surprised if CIG, for the novelty of it, have the Centurion be the first ship that isn't buyable in or out of game, but is lootable. Then at the next Invictus Launch Week sale, have it be a straight to already flyable LTI token initial sale, and then the following major release able to be rented, just like the current pattern is. So I'll finish, for the comedy value of it, showing more B-roll of me trying and failing to get a snake pit lap time on the Centurion, while updating you on our dual Grow the Channel ship giveaways. First, we have the short-term giveaway of the Bar Citizen World Tour participation card, autographed by Chris and Sandy Roberts, that is running just for videos between June 15th and July 31st. And then we have the big ship giveaway. As of recording, we are at 78% of the subscriber goal and 74% of the membership goal to give away to some lucky player their choice of the Anvil Liberator, the ship-shipping ship for shipping your ships, or the Misk Odyssey, the long-length look-ahead launcher lorry. One entry per video. Members, you're entered automatically, and if the winner is a member as of the publication date of the winning video and at the drawing time, they will win both the Liberator and the Odyssey. For non-members, just subscribe and comment with the secret word. And the secret word for this video is what you'll need just a little of to give the Centurion effectively bottomless ammo. Fly safe, keep it real, and I'll see you in the verse. This is Daniel Raymond for Ray's Guide.